trying to kill Evan Wilder.
That's what it looks like, Dr. Horton. It could have happened to any doctor on staff who operated. It just happened to be Sandy.
Who would want to kill Evan?
I don't know that, Miss Thornton, but we're trying to find out.
Roman, what about Miss Dalton's accident?
Well, we did get a report from the commissioner's office. There was an autopsy performed, and it was ruled an accidental drowning. She evidently fell, hit her head, and drowned.
Oh, how awful.
Yeah. And now we have no way of knowing why Dalton had two sets of charts in an operating room. At least now, knowing that, it should clear Sandy of any wrongdoing.
Thank God for that. I'm just angry that the hospital was used this way, and I'll get to the bottom of this some way.
We'll take care of that, Dr. Horton.
Oh, I'm just so relieved for Sandy.
Yes, well, thank you, Roman. We have to be on our way.
Sure.
Yes, goodbye, Roman.
Bye-bye, all.
Good night.
Why don't I walk out with you? Are you going to the hospital?
No. My husband is taking me out for dinner and dancing.
Well.
And I am tagging along.
Oh, well, then go ahead and have a good time.
We will, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Here. Enjoy yourself.
Get what I said. Please be careful.
Oh, you can count on that, Doc. And you have a good session with that friend of yours.
I will. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, you'll talk to me later. I think you better get out of here. I've got some work to do.
Okay.
Good luck.
Excuse me. Tony, hi. Come on in.
Marlena, how are you?
Oh, well, I'm all right. Gosh, you look terrific. It has been a long time, hasn't it? Come sit down. How long will you be in Salem?
Just about a month. I'm lecturing in Dr. Fitzsimmons' class.
Yes, I read about that. I'm glad we spoke earlier about it. I do want these to be professional sessions, and I do want to pay you something for them.
We'll work something out.
Good, okay. It's been a long time since I've been in psychotherapy, and I wasn't even sure how to get into that.
Well, now, you're aware that I'll only be here for a month. We can get started in treatment, and if you need further help, I'll just transfer your case to someone else. How serious is it?
Oh, well, it's a man. No, it's not a man. It's me.
It's always us. Just feels like other people.
Gosh, this feels strange. It has been a long time.
Marlena, we're friends, we're colleagues. You've heard all this, and so have I. Go ahead. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to shock me.
All right. I'm in love with a man. He's wonderful. And we were having a difficult time for a while there, and now it seems like everything's going along just fine, and I've been feeling a little, guilty about his wife.
His wife? He's still married.
Well, they filed for divorce.
And you're guilty about what?
Well, it's been kind of a long story.
Marlena, you know I'm not much for stories. I need to know what's going on inside of you.
I see you're blunt as usual. Gosh, it's good to see you again.
And it's good to see you. Now, what's going on?
Well, briefly, Roman is the man that I'm in love with. Roman was married 5 years ago. And shortly after he got married, his wife became pregnant. And then there was a boating accident, and he thought that she had drowned.
Drowned?
Yes. And he felt tremendous guilt about it because he thought that he should have saved her. Now, I just found out about it when we became serious. We then became engaged, and Anna came back.
Anna? His wife?
Yes, she talked about what had happened during that time. She said that she had been held captive on a yacht, and there was a man that was terribly abusive towards her. And she was finally able to escape. By that time, her daughter was almost 5 years old.
Oh, it's some story. Believe it?
Well, I know it sounds unbelievable, but every time Roman challenged her, she always had proof that it was true.
And you didn't know anything about this? Or the child?
No. No, not at all. We found out about the same time. I tried to help him with it. I was supportive and I was strong during that time. Roman was filled with guilt about it and felt responsible for Anna and Carrie as his little girl.
Marlena, listen to yourself. Strong, supportive, everybody's rock of Gibraltar. Don't you ever get tired of being everybody's earth mother?
Yes, I do. Anyway, the final crushing blow was when it turned out that Anna has MS.
MS? Where did this leave you and Roman?
Roman has managed to overcome his feelings of guilt and responsibility. He's finally realized that Anna wants the divorce and that now we can be married. And because of Anna's illness, we'll be taking care of Carrie.
And you?
Well, there's nothing that I want more than to care for the child and to be a good wife to Roman.
Seems right around the corner for you. Where does all the guilt come in?
Well, I feel guilty when I realize that all the wonderful things I'm going to be having in my life are things that rightfully belong to Anna. I'm not sure that I can live with that.
But the child has willingly been given up to you, Marlena. I'm not sure I understand.
The child. I also know what it's like to give one up.
I recall you told me the pain you suffered when you lost your little boy.
Yeah. Well, after we lost EJ, I had taken in a foster child, a little boy.
And what happened to him?
His natural mother came back and decided she wanted him, so now he's living with her. I do get to see him. It just isn't the same.
So, sounds like you identify with Anna, losing her little girl.
Well, I know how painful that is. And I can't reconcile taking that child away from her.
Marlena, now we're getting to the real problem. You, and the way you relate to significant people in your life. You only seem to feel adequate when you're serving other people, when you're rescuing or nurturing or supporting.
Tony...
Marlena, this seems very noble, but it's disastrous for you. Somewhere you've got to learn how to fill your own cup. Now, I'm going to give you some homework.
You're going to give me homework?
Homework. Between now and our next session, I want you to start to think about what I call life scripting. Those early life decisions that brought you to a place where you decided that the only way you could feel loved or lovable is to serve other people. And listen, I also want to give you permission to take good care of yourself.